No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do.
What if the person at the center of one of the biggest controversies suddenly revealed a secret that could change everything? Erika Kirk, already surrounded by whispers and speculation, just dropped a confession that has left netizens reeling. Could it really connect to Charlie's assassination? And there's more hints of a pregnancy, an unexpected twist that complicates everything we thought we understood. Today, we're diving deep, unpacking the bizarre, contradictory, and completely mind-boggling details that have everyone talking. Stay with me, you won't believe what comes next. Before we get to Erika's confession, we need to understand the tangled web she's part of. Charlie, a polarizing figure, has long been the center of controversy. His life, filled with political alliances, betrayals, and high-stakes maneuvering, has left a trail of questions behind. Enter Erika Kirk, someone who's been quietly observed, but never fully understood. Over the years, rumors swirled, relationships, secret deals, and whispered alliances. Some believed Erika had insider knowledge, others dismissed her as just another player in a high-stakes drama. But then came the assassination, a shocking event that turned speculation into frenzy. People scrambled for answers. Who knew what? Who was involved? And, crucially, what role could Erika have played? Contrast is key here. On the one hand, the public image of Erika was calm, controlled, almost serene. On the other hand, leaks hinted at a far more complicated inner world, one full of contradictions, secrets, and a growing tension that nobody fully understood. As we dig deeper, pay attention to the timing. Just days before her confession, Erika was making appearances and posting statements that seemed benign. Yet, behind the scenes, pieces of a puzzle were aligning, a puzzle that, until now, no one could have predicted. Now, let's get into the core of the story, Erika's confession. Multiple sources indicate that the statement she made was unusual, to say the least. She spoke cryptically about events leading up to Charlie's assassination. Some interpret her words as a direct link to the incident. Others see them as emotional outbursts. Here's where it gets complicated. Erika hinted at a pregnancy, a revelation that raises more questions than it answers. How does this connect to the assassination? Some insiders suggest it could change the power dynamics entirely. Alliances shift, motives alter, and the narrative itself is thrown into chaos. We've cross-referenced social media leaks, anonymous insider claims, and historical patterns of behavior. Patterns emerge, contradictions between public statements and private admissions, sudden disappearance from social platforms, and the timing of her confession. All of these point toward a highly calculated reveal, or perhaps an attempt to control the narrative in the aftermath of chaos. Contrast is crucial. While the public debates morality and gossip, the internal circles reportedly strategize. Every word Erika utters is dissected, every silence interpreted, and yet, the truth remains elusive, tantalizingly out of reach. We also need to consider conflicting reports. Some claim her confession was coerced, others insist it was voluntary. One anonymous source even suggested that the pregnancy claim may have been exaggerated to distract from the real story. The conflicting narratives themselves become a spectacle, drawing more eyes, more clicks, and more speculation. Once Erika's confession hit the public eye, the reaction was instantaneous. Twitter, Instagram, and forums erupted with theories, memes, and heated debates. Some users were shocked, some skeptical, and others downright outraged. A recurring theme in these reactions, the contrast between disbelief and fascination. Netizens expressed disbelief at the pregnancy claim, yet couldn't look away from the details of the confession. Comments questioned motives, speculated about timing, and drew connections to past controversies involving Charlie. Influencers and political commentators jumped in, amplifying the narrative and framing it in ways that heightened suspense. Clips of her past statements went viral, side by side with commentary dissecting every nuance. The internet became a living, breathing courtroom, evaluating evidence, motives, and intentions. This section highlights another contrast. While the online world is buzzing with opinions and outrage, real-life consequences are quietly unfolding behind closed doors. Business, politics, and personal alliances are all recalculating, potentially leading to irreversible outcomes. The tension between public spectacle and private maneuvering creates a layered, dramatic landscape that keeps the audience engaged. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for. Erika's confession, once cryptic, finally reveals its layers. Insider reports suggest that her statements were not just about personal matters. They were carefully worded hints toward a larger conspiracy surrounding Charlie's assassination. Here's the twist. The pregnancy claim may not be what it seems. Some insiders suggest it could be a metaphor, a diversion, or even part of a larger strategy to redirect attention. Yet, others insist it's literal, a revelation that would reshape family dynamics. Inheritance stakes and political leverage. Contrast again becomes critical. Expectation versus reality. The public anticipates scandal. The reality might be far more calculated, more manipulative, and perhaps more dangerous. We see a high-stakes chessboard where every move, every confession, every leak, every post is designed to provoke, mislead, or control. To fully understand this twist, we must step back and examine patterns. Erika's confession is not isolated. It fits into a history of carefully timed statements, strategic revelations, and the art of narrative control. This is where suspense peaks. What seems bizarre or shocking at first glance could actually be a calculated masterstroke, and the consequences are still unfolding. So, what do we take away from Erika Kirk's bizarre confession? On one hand, we have a personal revelation, possibly a pregnancy, that surprises and shocks. On the other, we see calculated communication designed to influence perception and shift narratives. The contrast between public hysteria and private strategy underscores the stakes. Nothing is ever as it seems, and every statement is a potential game changer. As viewers, we are left with questions. What really happened before Charlie's assassination? What role does Erika play? And how will this revelation alter alliances? One thing is clear, this story is far from over. Netizens will continue to debate, insiders will continue to leak, and the next twist could appear at any moment. Make sure you stay tuned, because every new development could rewrite what we think we know. If you want more updates, analysis, and deep dives into the latest twists, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. How do you interpret Erika's confession? Is it literal, metaphorical, or part of a bigger plan? Let's discuss.